In the early 2000s, Toys R Us got some great multi-packs from Hasbro, and these were really fantastic gift items because they contained usually 4 figures, accessories, and a larger item. In the case of this Bounty Hunter pack, you got a swoop bike. In the case of this Imperial Forces pack that we covered a few episodes ago, you got a web cannon, a Dr. Ball, and some other Imperial armaments. The next one up was the Battle of Hoth, everyone's favorite snow planet next to Aspen, and we got some cool refresh and slightly different, as well as completely original characters in this set. In fact, I would say this is probably the best of the four packs that were offered to Toys R Us, because, well, we actually got a new character in this one. All right, so let's go through the older characters first. So first off, we get Hoth Leia, a slight update to the Power of the Force 2 carded version. This time she's not wearing gloves, and her legs have been slightly retooled. Then we get a Luke Skywalker in his Hoth gear. Again, this is actually much more of a straight repack of the Power of the Force 2 Luke. There aren't really too many changes. This time we're just talking kind of slight color palette changes, if you will, but of all the figures in this set, Luke is, I guess, the least new. But hey. Chewbacca gets a nice repaint, and by repaint I mean flecks of snow, which is done with literally flecking a paintbrush. And this is a straight repaint of the recently released Cloud City version. The original figure is this guy, our orange droid, which is cool because it's a brand new character, and you don't get brand new characters that often. Usually you get re-releases, and for those who just happen to love orange droids, this is going to fulfill that. Now, Hoth Base is full of a ton of robots, well, not robots, they're droids, right? They're always droids. No one calls them robots. And some of them are quite colorful, some of them not so much. There's a lot of black and gray. So a character, a droid, that's more colorful, like our orange guy here, well, he's going to stand out, which is probably why he got selected. So, bam, R3A2, welcome to getting your first and only toy. But hey, clear domed R2 unit, pretty cool. Orange, haven't had that before. A repaint of the Episode 2 Attack of the Clones preview figure, but hey, even without the extra electricity, it's still a great figure, and it totally is accurate to the movie. All right, let's take a quick look at these 4 guys. So we get our droid with our rotating head and their click-click, which is cool. It's actually quite a sturdy, really thick mold. I like this. Was one of my favorite astromech molds. All right, next up we have Leia. So as I said, this version does not have gloves. Her hands and her legs have been slightly retooled, so she's a little shorter because of the leg stance, and the boots are not a separate color. Chewbacca here is a repaint of a previously released Chewbacca, this one, the Cloud City Capture. Really just same figure, slightly different deco with the snow flicks. Okay, that's my best Chewbacca. And then Luke here, I didn't grab the other one because it's basically the same thing. So Luke's out of here. You already have this figure. Okay, there would be better ones, like almost every major Star Wars figure, which is why that orange astromech is great, because it's the only original figure and non-repeated figure. Luke, we would get a even better version, not too far off from this 4-pack, as a single-carded figure. We'll get to him coming up soon. And, again, you could continue to build up your Hoth, like replacing older figures with newer ones. Even Tauntauns would get replaced because we would get better ones. In fact, speaking of Tauntauns, that's the other bonus item in this set, and it's worth talking about because it's slightly different. Aside from the color aesthetic, and you'll notice Luke's is the one with the broken horn there, we got a repaint of this in this set, and we got a feature added, which is the split open belly. Now, this is a quite important feature because this was harkening back to the 1980s, and the feature we got on the updated Tauntaun now with open belly rescue feature. Imagine that translated into 4 languages. Ugh. So yeah, this was a direct homage to the play pattern and how much fun we all had stuffing Luke inside of a Tauntaun belly because, that's how we played as kids. And it's the one time Han Solo actually gets to use a lightsaber in the original trilogy. One of the interesting accessories this Tauntaun came with is a little rubbery intestine, which is a repack from the Ackley set. It was released as his guts, so Obi-Wan could, slice and dice him up. Kind of wish I got the Ackley. I'm not too big on too many prequel figures, but I do like beasts, and this would have been a fun one to have. Maybe I'll pick it up at McKay's or something if I ever see it on clearance. So yeah, the little purple ooze that came with the Ackley figure is his only accessory, got repurposed, cast in clear plastic, this time for Taun Tan Guts.